One day last week, I took my daughters into Houston to see a show that they've been wanting to see, and while they were at the concert, I ended up browsing around IKEA. I hadn't been there in probably close to a year. We live a couple hours away, and if we go into Houston, it's usually for a very specific reason, and I just don't usually have time to fit in an IKEA trip into those plans. But on this particular day, I had, 3 or 4 hours basically to burn on my own. So I took that opportunity to browse around IKEA. I didn't get any video inside of the store, but I did come home with about 5 different items that I wanted to share with you guys today. All of these items are under $10. Actually, they're under $8. And a couple of them are even under $1, which is an absolute steal in my book. So I thought it would be fun today to just sit down for a few minutes and share those items with you. All of these items that I purchased, I think would make excellent additions to any summer decor, no matter really what style you may use in your home. And one of the items in particular, I have a couple of ideas for that aren't maybe the traditional way that this particular item is meant to be used, but I'll share that in a few minutes. So let's get right into it. So first off, it is no secret that pillow covers are my go-to. I don't tend to like to buy brand new pillows because I just don't have the storage space for whenever those pillows are no longer in season or I want to change things out. Pillow covers are so much easier. You can just fold them up and put them in the linen closet or in a drawer, wherever is most convenient. And a lot of the times they end up being far less expensive than buying a brand new pillow that can run you anywhere from maybe $20 to $30, maybe $40, depending on where you're purchasing them from. So the ones that I found at IKEA were pretty much on their lower end, and it's nothing fancy, but it is this girly pillow cover in white. It's just a simple kind of canvas material. I like these, especially in the summertime. I think what I'm going to end up using these for is on the front porch. I'm probably going to replace the pillow covers that I currently have on the swing with these. These are 20 by 20. So they're a good size. They're $3.99 a piece, which really you can't beat. I feel like even on Amazon, you're gonna probably spend $1 or $2 more than that per pillow cover. So I was gonna show you what it looks like inside of a pillow. I've bought a couple of these before, but it was many years ago and no amount of bleaching was going to fix them anymore. Now, most of the pillow covers at IKEA really aren't my style. They tend to lean a little bit more on the modern side, and that's just not what I'm going for in our particular home. But they do all seem to be very high quality. There were a few others that I really liked that were, I think, around $20 a piece, so they were far more on the high side of things. So I didn't end up getting those. They did have a little bit more texture to them and were really lovely. And if I can find them, I will link them in the description box. I will have everything that I purchased linked for sure in the description box. But there were a couple of other items that I was walking around the store and saw and really liked, but just didn't end up purchasing. And if I can find those by searching online, I will make sure to put those in the description box as well, because I think they would be excellent items for summer as well. But so this is what it looks like in a pillow. Like I said, I think this is going to be really pretty to freshen up the porch, which I'm thinking I'm probably going to work on that next week if weather permits. We have had so many bad storms here lately. Not as bad as our friends in North Texas and kind of in the plains, but it hasn't been pretty here either. So I think these will be lovely on the porch swing. I may use them in the living room. I don't know. I only bought 2 to start with. So if I can weasel in another trip to IKEA, I may pick up a couple more. but I think these will make an excellent addition to any summer decor. The next item that I wanted to share with you guys is my most expensive item. It was $7.99, a whole whopping $8. And it is this really pretty gray-green colored blanket with fringe. They have it labeled as a throw, but to me, they're kind of an interchangeable name. But I thought this one was so pretty for summer, and it's lightweight. I still like to use blankets all year long, and you obviously don't want to use your big bulky winter ones, you know, in the middle of the summer. So a really lightweight one is really nice, and this one is soft. It's really big, like you could still cover up with it. And I just thought it was really pretty. This was one of those items that I saw it initially and I picked it up and then I put it down and then I walked back and then I picked it up again, put it down, and I hemmed and hawed over it like I do sometimes. But ultimately, the buying it won out and I went ahead and grabbed it. And I'm glad that I did, because I think that this would be really pretty on the porch. Maybe throw it over the back of the swing, maybe even using it in the living room. But I think it is a perfect throw for those summer evenings outside on the porch. So if you're looking for a lightweight, cozy throw for those hot summer nights when you still want to just kind of be wrapped up in something, I think this might be a really great option. And for $7.99, you just can't beat that price. The next items that I wanted to share with you guys are under $1. These little tea towels were 79 cents a piece, which you cannot beat that. These are just precious. They've got a pretty little blue striping detail on either side of the towel. And this was the item that I had a couple of different ways that I thought I could use these. One of those ways was I thought that you could use them as a napkin for a summer tablescape. I thought these might be really pretty laid over a plate on a table instead of using, you know, a traditional napkin. These are a little bit bigger, you know, especially if you're doing barbecue or something like that. You know, they will really cover the lap fully. I just thought that might be a really sweet use for them. And at 79 cents a piece, you definitely can't beat that. I've seen packages of napkins even at Hobby Lobby when they're on sale. You're gonna still spend probably maybe $5 or $6 for a set of 4. And so for 79 cents a piece, that is a steal in my book. Another way that I thought that you could use these is over a kitchen window. So currently I have a tension rod with rings with hooks on them, or with clips on them. And I'm using napkins as the curtains, you know, kind of like a cafe curtain that I can pull back in the morning and let the sun in. And I love that look. But I was thinking these would be really cute as well. Obviously they're kind of long, so what you could do was just kind of lift it up a little bit, like so, and then to whatever height that you needed it to be, and then just clip these on, and these would make a really sweet window dressing. And in fact, I may end up even doing that here in our home today. We'll just have to see. But I thought that would be a really sweet way to use them in a way that's a little bit different than what they were originally intended for. The next item that I picked up was a package of these Adlad tea lights. I got a package of 30 of them for $3.99, which I thought that was a pretty good deal. See if I can show you all the label. Once again, I will have all of these items linked in the description box in case you're interested. All of these items, I believe, should be readily available at every IKEA. There shouldn't be any issues with things not being in stock. These seemed to be, you know, pretty widespread items that could be found. So if you saw my video that I did last week where I was refreshing our dining room in sort of a Hampton style, in the final reveal, I had these tea lights out on the table. And we do have animals, and I know sometimes there's a little bit of concern when I use candles in different situations in my videos, but I just wanted to set you all at ease that we are very mindful of our feline friends who like to climb on the various pieces of furniture, and they are supervised at all times, and real candles are only used when we are in the room exclusively to make sure nothing runs afoul and that everybody stays safe. But I do think that these little tea lights are such a great option for just a simple, pretty tablescape in the summertime, inside or outside. Of course, you can use battery operated as well, but I hadn't had any real ones in a while, so I went ahead and grabbed these for $3.99. They would just be a really pretty addition to our dining table, especially this summer. They'll just add that little bit of shimmery light in the evening, and I've really enjoyed lighting them so far. And then lastly, to go with those, I picked up these little tea light holders, these little votive holders. They have a fluted glass detail that I just thought was so pretty. These came in at a whopping 49 cents a piece, which you absolutely cannot beat that. So I picked up 4 of them. I wish I would have picked up a few more. So coming in at less than $1 a piece, I just thought that these made a really pretty, inexpensive addition to our dining table. These would be beautiful outside if you were doing, you know, some sort of an outdoor tablescape in the evening times. These would be absolutely adorable. I'm sure you could find something very similar at the dollar store as well, but like I said, these were 49 cents a piece, and even at a Dollar Tree, they're going to be, what, $1.25 now a piece? So this is still an excellent buy. They're just absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to use these in various places all summer long and even into the holidays. Okay guys, that's it for this week's video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I know it was a bit of a departure from the summer decorating that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks, and I promise next week we will be absolutely back to regular programming. But this week was kind of a busy one for us, with trips to see some friends and family from our old hometown, as well as some appointments, and it has just been a really crazy, chaotic week, and I just haven't had an opportunity to tackle the remaining spaces in our home and give them a summer refresh. But I promise that is going to resume next week. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's little IKEA haul. I know it wasn't a whole bunch of stuff, but I think simplicity is best this time of year, and not to be too overly fussy with things. And so I think that the items that I found are going to be absolutely perfect for that Hamptons style, Nancy Meyer style vibe that I'm going for in our home this summer season. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the comments, and I will talk to y'all next week. Bye now.